Sorry I had to stop in the middle of that last video. I started to do number 4 and I totally confused myself. So I was halfway through the problem. So let me try to explain my writing here. Last summer, Marion was 3.5 feet tall. She was 4 inches taller than her brother Elijah. She was 1 1/4 feet shorter than her sister Lori. How tall were Elijah and Lori last summer? So what I did, we need to know all of these measurements in inches because this is how tall were Elijah and Lori last summer. But remember, it has inches here. We have to know it in inches. So we need to find out how tall is 3.5 feet for Marion. That's what the M is. This is Marion's height. So 3 feet into inches is going to be here. 1/2 of a foot into inches will be here. When you add those two together, that's how tall Marion is. Now, when you figure out that number, 3 feet plus 1/2 in inches, take that number and you're going to go here. Okay? Take that minus 4, and that's going to give you Elijah's height. Okay, I'm going to mark this out because this is confusing too. Now, for the next step, 1 foot is 12 inches because we're looking at 1 1/4. What is 1/4 of 1 foot? When you find that, you're going to add that here. 12 plus whatever a fourth is, that goes here. Marion's height that we used here, remember when we added 3 1/2 feet together in inches? That will go here, plus what you find here. That will tell you Lori's height. Just try your best on that one. I don't blame you if it's confusing. I'm sorry, that's really my fault. But just please try your best. Number 5. Paula has 4 2/3 yards of ribbon. She cuts 4 inches off each end of the ribbon to remove the frayed ends. So let's just imagine this. She has 4 2/3 yards of ribbon. She cuts 4 inches off of both ends. So that means 8 inches altogether, right? Each end. Okay, so let's remember that. She divides the remaining ribbon into 16 equal pieces to make bows. What is the length of ribbon in inches used to make each bow? First off, let's start by putting 4 2/3 into inches. So 4 yards, and this is going to actually be more than one step. So 4 yards, we need to go to feet first. How many feet? Okay, I'm going to put a little hint over here. So 1 yard is 3 feet. 1 foot is 12 inches. So once you find this, how many inches is that? We're going to do the same thing with 2/3. 2/3 of a yard is how many feet? Then, how many inches is that? And I'm going to give you a hint with this one. Think about this. If 1 yard takes up 3 feet, right? 3. 2/3 of a yard can only be 2 feet, guys. 2 feet. So this will be 2. How many inches is 2 feet? 2 feet in inches. 2 times 12 is, I'm just going to mark this up, 24. So this part down here is 24 inches. Whatever this answer is, 24 plus this one. Okay, that's going to tell you how much she starts with. So, I'm just going to put that here, 24 plus the answer you get here will be how many inches you started with. Okay, this answer, you need to subtract 8, remember, because she's losing 8 inches from both ends. That's going to give you that will give you the ribbon that she has to work with. After you get this number, it has to go into 16 different pieces. So if that number is 16 pieces, this number has to be divided by 16 to find out how many she can make.